guys, welcome to the channel where we make StarCraft into one of the most epic ways to play, win, and get reactions from people. Like this. Or this. And this. So are you ready? Let's do it, guys. What's going on, you guys? Hope you guys are well. So today we got a funny game where it's a 3 vs 3. It's almost like an dinner, but it was actually a pub game. And the funny thing about this game was that we actually were able to nuke Terrans. And if you guys ever tried to nuke Terrans, it's super hard. And the reason is because they got detectors, they've got mines, they got scanner most importantly, and it's super hard to be able to nuke Terrans. But you'll see today we were actually pretty successful in nuking them as well too. On the away team, we've got Red, which you guys have seen in my previous video. I've nuked him before, so he's aware of who I am. We've got Blue. I believe I know him. I just don't know what his name is because I think he knows me as well too. So he's probably smurfing or making a new account. I'm wondering who he is, but definitely he was fun in this game. And we got Gray as well. So I think Gray is also somebody that we do know as well too. I'm sure it's a smurf. So I think Blue and Gray are friends. Red, I'm not so sure. I don't think they're friends, but Gray is actually pretty decent. I'd say he's probably like top 15. Blue, I think same thing, probably top 10 and top 15. And Red is probably top 15 around there as well too. On my team, we've got Yellow, who's Zerg. We got Orange, who's Protoss, and myself, I'm Inca-Cola. Again, for you guys that are new to the channel, I'm not him. I'm smurfing because I want to get reactions from people when they lose to players that they typically would win against. So I'm playing as Terran. We've opened up in terms of getting a wall, and I told Orange to get cannons behind, and this way we can set up to play some pretty funny troll games here. So and then Yellow's doing some harasses. He's trying to break into 12, but looks like they built a barrack here, so he's just trying to kill it, trying to slow him down, trying to buy some time. I told Orange as well too. I told him to sneak a probe in there and just do some cannon rushes. And this guy is purely, if you guys have seen my other videos, it's really about just stalling Terran. It's not really about killing them because I actually don't want to kill them. I want them to stay as long as possible, but we just want to hurt them so that we can slow them down. And the reason is because we want to just slow them down so then we can actually savor the game and do some pretty epic troll plays for you guys. So guys, if you're also new to the channel, welcome. This channel is really all about playing plays, doing troll plays that really gets reactions from people, things that you don't typically do. So tons of different things, like getting nuked is obviously a pretty popular one here. A lot of you guys really like that one. Storm drops as well too, doing cannon rushes, doing carrier attacks on players and whatnot, and doing a different ton of Zerg troll plays as well too, like infesting command centers. We'll do like lurker stop, and we'll do like allied mines. So tons of stuff, guys. It's gonna be super fun. So hopefully you guys will, if you're new to the channel, you guys will stick around and see some of the fun things that we'll do here. And guys, it's really not all about just winning, but it's all about winning and how you can make these guys not forget who you are and make them really remember your name. So guys, back to the game here. So it looks like those cannons were attacked, so he told Red to come, and he brought all of his SCVs up, and that's what we wanted. We want him to waste a ton of time, money, and SCVs, and that's exactly what we got. So so that's awesome. Red also couldn't make any attacks, so that means that he's not going to go attack Yellow. He's using all of his zealots on helping 11, so that's great. Blue, I knew he was stacking, so I'm assuming he's probably going to get tanks or something. And the reason why I opened up with Race is because there's 2 Terrans on the away team, right? So Race will be it's going to be the most logical advanced counter against Terrans, so then I can do some harasses and again further them again from being behind the game, so that we can get a leg up on them here. So I told Orange to go Corsair so then he can eventually move into advance into carriers. But then I saw that, you know what, there's not enough units on the map. So I said, you know what, go DTs first, so then we can buy some more time, install some of the ground units here for yellow, because we know that they're going to go yellow for sure because we're sealed off, so they're definitely going to go yellow. That's kind of the logical next step. So yeah, he's gonna do that there. Yeah, and then what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go and harass the Terrans, maybe red if there's time as well too, to slow them down. And what I want to do here in this game is going to be a little bit different, is that I want to continuously keep nuking them and keep them on guard, keep them super anxious all the time, and kind of guessing at you know, where's the next nuke going to come down. So if you guys saw my last video on nukes, you saw that red was nuked several times. I mean, this guy, he was totally on guard. He tried his best to try to survive nukes and whatnot, but he was not able to do it. And it was just so funny to see him, you know, put on all the effort, but only get nuked in the end. So check that out, guys, if you haven't already. Super funny. So he's obviously learned a lot. He's joined the game. He recognized who I am. So guys, so it looks like they tried to attack yellow, but if you look at it, they failed because yellow's smart now. He's obviously just trying to stall by time, and so he made a ton of sunkens there, so that was awesome. And then I'm doing some attacks over at 12 here, guys, so if you look at that, I also got to be careful here, guys, because if I attack blue too much, he's gonna leave. So I have to, it's like a delicate balance between, you know, slowing them down but also making them think that they still have a chance. So it's kind of like I'm slowing them down, and he's extremely frustrated right now because, you know, I'm doing a counter on him and I'm killing a ton of SCVs, so he's probably super pissed. And he's also probably super pissed because, you know, it's Coca-Cola. It's somebody that, you know, he probably has won against and whatnot, so he's probably super pissed. But I want to kind of get to a point where he's slowed down enough, but he's also motivated enough to stay in the game. So, you know, at this point I'm kind of like, okay, I'm looking at the count of SCVs and I'm like, okay, that's enough. I'm going to pretend that, you know, I'm running away because there's other important things to do, or that I think that they're going to bring some units that's going to save him. So that's why I ran away. And while they're doing that, and they're super behind, guys, right? So I'm like, we're going to go and pretty much expand and get a ton of money so that we can get nukes. So it looks like blue dropped a tank here, and I want to be saving some SCVs as much as possible, so I'm just going to transfer those SCVs, bring my wraith back, and just take out that tank there. Thought I killed the dropship, but I guess those wraiths there couldn't reach it, so it's okay, I'll kill that afterwards. So I'll take those out, and then what I want to do here is make enough nukes so that we can keep these nukes coming, guys, because nukes do take some time to build and cook in the oven. So I want to make sure I have enough here so I can get like 4 nukes down, so 2 nukes at any kind of given point on the map, or even just 1 but in multiple areas to make them extremely nervous. And the funny thing here is that it's not Zerg, because, you know, Zerg is so much easier to nuke. Protoss is so much easier to nuke as well too, but nuking Terran is going to be really hard. So you guys will witness that. You guys will see it. Right back there, guys, as promised, to kill that dropship there. And so to do this, I think to be effective at this game in terms of getting nukes, what I want to do is just secure middle, get some tanks up there, you know, give them something to kind of put their focus and attention on, so then I can go and make some distractions and get the nukes in. You know, red got smart last time he got nuked, so he started realizing that, okay, this player likes to nuke people and I don't want to give him the satisfaction to nuke me again. So this game he actually made observers and whatnot, so it's pretty funny. It's good to also see him, you know, progressing and learning. He should have observers regardless, so it's funny to see that, but still you'll get to see him again get nuked as well too. Back in my home base, it looks like I'm still making some raids. I'm gonna get another dropship as well too. I'm gonna make some more factories just so that, you know, we can get some enough tanks, because there are 2 Terrans and there's gonna be a Protoss, and my logical thinking is that they're probably gonna want to try to take middle. Orange here should have, you know, sent up some Dark Templars and just done some harassments. And the thing with DTs, guys, Dark Templars, is you have to keep exhausting the comp set energy on Terran. So what he should have done is actually keep sending DTs one by one, make them use up all of their comp set, and then send in the rest and kill all the units there. That way we continue to push them back, because they don't have enough energy to use as detection. But if you look at this, you know, it's too late now, so they're all at middle. So the fact that he's there they're gonna kill all those Dark Templars, right? So obviously they definitely have enough energy. I'm sure he's got like, yeah, if you look back at his base, he's got enough for like 3 comsats, so 3 scans there. So that's what he should have done. That way we could have secured middle. I could have brought the tanks up, and you know, we wouldn't waste that many units. But it's okay. We're making them think that they have a fighting chance, so that's great, and they're gonna stay in the game. We want to keep them motivated, so so that's good there. Meanwhile, they're obviously distracted at attacking and trying to get obviously a leg up on the number of unit counts on the map there, and that's why they're trying to attack yellow. Meanwhile, they're thinking that we're gonna go and just keep expanding. So guys, I typically like to expand in places that people don't expect and the timings that they don't expect, and that way, you know, you can pretty much, you know, expand your economy and really be strong, continue to have a strong macro. If you look at that, they're not even expecting that we're expanding down at 5 o'clock. And I told Yellow to send his drone a while ago. I said, like, send your drone down there and just get an expansion, because if he didn't do that, he probably would have lost, and it's something that he doesn't do. So I hope he continues still to learn. Yeah, hopefully learn from this game here. So you look at that, obviously they don't have enough comsat anymore because they used up other comsat, so that's why they had to bring their units back. Now they're obviously staying back at their bases because they see that there's race, that there's probably drops and things like that, so that's why they're staying back at their bases, and they can't even go back to middle. So that's why you guys are seeing them do that there. And guys, like, these guys aren't noobs. Like, I hope you guys realize, you know, like, they're not noobs. They're not the best players, but they're also not noobs, especially when you're playing a team game. It's not, you know, the way it looks right now. You know, sometimes it could look easy. They could look like noobs and whatever. Even if I actually troll people as well too, and I just do some troll plays, at the end of the day, it doesn't mean that they're noobs or we're not. It just means that, you know, we were fortunate enough to be able to get some troll plays against them, and just get some, you know, fun reactions for you guys. So nothing against these guys, whatever, but it is pretty funny. But the fact that I do kind of categorize, like, kind of, you know, the percentile percentages in terms of where they are, it gives you guys, you know, kind of a rough math or comparison in terms of, you know, the caliber of players that we are dealing with, so that you guys realize that, you know, these guys are pretty good and whatnot. So this, again, you know, this is kind of like almost like an inner, I'd say, almost. You know, orange and yellow, they are getting better. I've been playing with these guys for a while now and coaching them and whatnot, so they are getting better. There's still a ton of learnings that these guys have to do. Orange is actually, you know, improving quite a bit over the past year, so I'm glad to see that. So yeah, so back to the game, guys. They're trying to set up, they're just trying to gear up, and I'm sure Red, being nuked by me yesterday, he probably realized, like, okay, guys, I played with green, he nuked me a ton, so get detection, set up the bases, because he's gonna nuke us. So that's probably what they're doing right now, guys. So yeah, it's gonna be fun to kind of witness, like, what these guys are gonna do, and you guys will see it as well too. Like, you know, it was very intense because there's so many units everywhere on the map. I had to really kind of calculate and kind of figure out, like, where's gonna be the weakest point for me to nuke these guys, and you know, there was some pretty awesome nukes that we're able to get. So yeah, guys, it's gonna be fun. So yeah, so I think, you know, the main focus for these guys is, since yellow is at 9 o'clock, they're probably gonna want to take him out. You know, typically I wouldn't do that because Zerg is not a threat, but the funny thing is that these guys are, you know, I think they still have some learning to do in terms of focus, and I would not focus on Zerg because Zerg is not a threat, especially at this time in the game, especially because yellow was already behind. He's not going to get swarm, he's not going to get lurkers and whatnot. The biggest threat that these guys should be targeting is really myself or orange. Orange is going to be hard because orange is at the bottom of the corner, he's kind of stuck in the middle, but they should be targeting me, they should be dropping me, they should be going around and just, you know, finding out that there's expansions over at 5. So the funny thing is they didn't do that, so they're more focused on defense and just kind of expanding as well too. So it looks like we've got a kind of like a stalemate, that, you know, it looks like. We don't even want to attack these guys. We just kind of want to set it up, secure the bases, and then you know, secure ourselves to get a good economy, and then so we can do our troll plays, right? So I actually told orange, I told yellow, I said, don't attack them, let them do their thing, because we attacked them enough already, so we're ahead of the game. I didn't want these guys to attack anymore because I'm afraid of them leaving. So yeah, so it looks like these guys are making an attack. While they're doing that, I actually got a ghost there, and I'm going to do the first nuke over at red here. And I knew that he doesn't have any detection there, so we're gonna make him nervous right away, guys. So first nuke comes down. Oh, it doesn't see that. And guys, this is a guy that got nuked so many times yesterday, so it's funny to see that he got nuked again, and I'm sure, you know, he's probably thinking, like, god damn it, like, this guy keeps nuking me. So yeah, let's keep them super nervous. So I dropped 2 more ghosts in there. I don't think I can be able to go in there because he's got experience now, so that's probably gonna be a fail, but that's okay. We'll keep them coming here. I'm gonna finish off that expansion as well too over at his natural. I'll just finish that off. So it looks like we're gonna bring him back. Probably 3 minutes because you know, he did have an expansion that does help him with obviously macroing, but we'll take that out there. So and that middle here, it looks like, you know, my buddy here is he's just gonna keep holding off the middle so that they can't make any advancements. And what these guys are probably thinking, guys, the Terrans are probably thinking is like, a shit, like there's nukes already that's going down, so I'm gonna keep securing the bases because I'm scared. Guys, I snuck a ghost in there, and I put the red dot on the cannon here as well too, so they don't know where the nuke is right now. They're all confused. The Terrans are like, where the fuck is the nuke? They're super scared. So this nuke's gonna go down. Oh man, and keep in mind, guys, like this guy got nuked so many times yesterday. So the fact that he's getting nuked again by me, by the same person, he's probably super pissed off. And he's not a noob. I mean, he's by any means like not a noob. He's not like a seasoned player or anything like that, but he's definitely not a noob. So it's funny to see that he's getting nuked here. He made a ton of Corsairs because he wanted to take on my race, and that's all he has. He has, you know, a couple of Corsairs, and he's pretty much just trying to get goons and whatnot. So he's kind of on defensive mode, and he's probably super upset and probably super anxious and nervous right now. So we'll keep these nukes coming, guys. So if you look at my expansion at 5 o'clock, I've got a nuke there, I got another nuke there, I got another nuke coming, so that's gonna be the 4th nuke, and I'm gonna make 2 more nukes down here as well too. So I think in total I got 5 nukes this game. So and I made a ton of comsat because I want to use that comsat to kill observers, because I know he's making a ton of observers because of the experience that he had last game. So you look at his map, guys, he's got like 5 observers. That shows you a guy that's super nervous in terms of getting nuked. So, and the funny thing is that, you know, he's still got so many, even still having so many observers, he's still getting nuked. That's the funny part. So guys, let's keep nuking red, let's keep nuking the Terrans, and let's see how challenging it is to nuke Terrans. It's not easy, guys. Nuking 2 Terrans is very hard. You know, I prefer to actually nuke Zerg because it's super fun and easy, and watching obviously their bases blow up is so much more satisfying. But if you can actually nuke Terrans, it's also pretty satisfying because it is going to be super challenging. So so it looks like Yellow's obviously doing some troll plays. He's just trying to see if he can get parasites onto units to give me vision so that I can see more on the map. So these guys are probably wondering, like, what the hell's going on? Like, what kind of game is this? I don't think these guys knew what they joined, guys, so it's super funny to kind of see their reactions in terms of what they're going to be expecting. So and I'm just going to make a ton of turrets just to help with defense and kind of hold the line so that they're not going to do any kinds of drops on us. And I didn't even bother to siege my tanks, guys, because you know, these guys are so scared right now. Like, they're not even going to be attacking. They just want to do some drops here. So if you look at 11 o'clock, he's trying to do some drops right now. And so, you know, they're still focused on Zerg. Like, they're still trying to focus on killing 9 here. It's pretty funny because he's not a threat. Oh man. And I see that, so I brought my ghost over here, and I brought some race as well too. And I want to go and try to nuke that expansion, but man, these damn tanks, it's so hard to see kind of the range because the zoom is much different now. Yeah, because it's so zoomed up. I'm thinking that that's enough of a distance so that the ghost is going to be protected, but it's not the case. The range on the tanks is actually super far. So I wasn't able to nuke that, but after we kill these tanks, then I'll go and nuke his natural here. So Orange brought some units over, some Zealots over, so we can take that out, and then hopefully we can do the nukes, guys. So I saw that. I'm gonna bring that over, and oh, he's dropping some more units, so I'll run that away. And hopefully we can get this nuke going. So I see that there's a tank right there because I did the scan, so I'm just gonna nuke right there. And once we nuke right there, we'll take out the turrets, we'll take out the tanks and the SCVs as well, and then I'll push further and keep nuking Terran here. So it looks like Red sees it. So Red sees that there's a red dot, but he doesn't know where the nuke is. So he's trying to help him because he's got experience, quote unquote experience, by being nuked by me. He's bringing his observers everywhere, and he ran his observers right into the nuke. And this Terran is like, what the fuck happened? So he sees that there's a second nuke, so he ran his his command center away. So I ran my race in to hopefully kind of finish off that command center, but I don't think I was able to there. So look, if you look back at my my base here, I made 2 barracks, and I'm just gonna keep the ghost pumping, because pretty much, guys, like, we're pretty much like North Korea right now. Like, we're just gonna keep these nukes raining down on these guys here. Like, I don't even want to use any other units to kill them. I just want to kill them in the most satisfying fashion, guys. So I'm trying to figure out the next nuking spot. So I'm like, okay, I'm looking at the map. I'm like, okay, where's gonna be the next good spot here? So I'm seeing that they have an expansion here as well too on the natural. So I dropped 1 ghost there. Sorry, 3 ghosts there. And I'm gonna drop another ghost right here because there's no turrets, because I just nuked that spot. So I'm gonna cloak it. I'm gonna nuke just right at the choke right there, because I know that that's kind of where they gather their units. So I'm gonna see if I can take out some units there. So again, these guys are trying to guess out, like, where are the nukes? Like, where are they? Because they're trying to guess. So, and look, they found it, but it's too late, guys. It's too late. Oh man, we're making these guys super nervous, guys. Like, this is what's going on today. We want to make these guys super nervous to the point where they're gonna be nervous playing the next turn that they face, because they're so scared of nukes. That's what I want to leave behind for these guys. Alright, so I brought some ghosts in there. I cloaked it because we took out the expansion there, so there's nothing else. And I'm gonna go and try to nuke red there, because I see that there's no more units. So and it looks, he's got observers there, and he's so busy. He's so busy with his Corsairs and whatnot, so he doesn't have time to make any other units. So he's like, shit, what do I do? I'm gonna drop 2 nukes on this guy and just take out his nacho here, guys. Boom. Oh man, we're just nuking all their expansions bit by bit, and we're gonna push them back, guys. Like, I'm not using any other units. That's it. That's all I'm gonna be using. Okay, so looks like 11 is still trying to continue his push here. He's trying to take out yellow, and I don't know. He's got some kind of beef against yellow. I don't know what it is, because he just wants to target yellow here, and I don't know why. So I brought my my race up, and hopefully we can give yellow some support here. Yellow's also got another base at 5 o'clock, and he's not attacking. He just wants to keep the units there, because we want to keep these guys in the game, right? We want to finish them off in a trolling fashion. So so we're not going to do any attacks, and I told him to not attack them because we don't want them to leave. So we're going to try to take out some more units there. He's got guardians now, so hopefully he can use that to clear out the base here. Orange also brought some units as well too. So the fact that we're kind of playing in a kind of a reserve mode right now, it makes these guys think that they have a chance here. So that's what's going on, guys. Red is super scared. He kind of doesn't know what to do, because he's like, you know, my team is scared. They're not pushing middle or anything, so I can't really do much, because, you know, they got middle. So he's kind of just running back and forth. And then we find out that blue is actually making BCs, which is actually typical in kind of a Terran versus Terran match. So at this point in the game, I guess, yeah, that sort of makes sense that he's making BCs. But the funny thing is that they weren't that useful. And I also upgraded my race as well too, so I do have enough here. And Orange just got experience, so he obviously already made stasis as well too, so he pretty much just stasis those BCs there. So all that time that he spent on making BCs was pretty much for nothing. And guys, I'm trying to calculate where the next spot is. So I see that they have an expansion over at 3 o'clock, right? So I sent my race in there. I had like 24 race. I sent them in there because I wanted to take out the Marines over here. So I took them out, dropped 2 ghosts. I'm gonna take out those command centers and all the stuff that's going on here at 3 o'clock. And this guy's making, I don't know what he's making, but he's trying to set up a base here. He doesn't realize that there's a nuke raining down at 3 o'clock. So drop the ghost down. I'm gonna take out the space here, guys. I don't think he sees it yet. These guys are kind of like, every time we build something, like, there's nukes raining down, and they're probably confused. They don't know like what to do next. They don't know where they should be building, what they should be building. Like, they're super confused and anxious, and that's what we want. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna use that to clean up everything else, because I want to kind of clear out 3 o'clock here, so then I can be able to bring dropships up, units up, so that I can slowly reach red. That's kind of the purpose of this. But I see that he's brought some Corsairs here, and then he's gonna bring up some units. So I saw that, so I'm kind of like, okay, I should probably head out. But before that, I'll just try to take out as much as I can here. So we kind of want to clear that out. And while he's You know, and while he's you know, sending his units up to help 3 o'clock here, I actually sent some ghosts up here so that I can hopefully sneak them up and do some attacks on red here. And that's what I like to do. I like to kind of sneak stuff in there and try to be really sneaky. It's almost like you're almost like, you know, covert. You're pretty much like a secret agent. You want to try to sneak stuff in and make them, you know, not expect much here. But looks like he saw it. Smart. He's smart. He saw it, so he tried to attack you right away. So I dropped the ghost right away, right, because I don't want them to die. So at least these ghosts are still there. He actually didn't finish off the dropship, so I was surprised. I was really surprised. So I was like, okay, sweet. Let's bring those dropships in there. And blue is smart, so he saw the dropship, so he Yamato'd it. That's a lot of effort, guys. These guys are very conscious right now. Like, they're super focused on preventing nukes. I love it. I love that they're so scared of nukes right now. So that's awesome. Good for them for Yamatoing that. That actually looked pretty cool. So it looks like blue is actually trying to make a push. Obviously with making tanks and using BCs, that's kind of typical. But he's not getting support, so so pretty much that all got wiped out. So I saw, that's why I was gonna nuke it, but I saw that Orange had some units there, so I didn't bother nuking it. I was gonna use that ghost right there to nuke it, but I was like, oh, okay, that's great. Either way, that would have looked pretty funny. So we let 11 finish off yellow, and that makes them feel comfortable. That gives them more confidence. So we're kind of like, okay, just let that happen. Let them do that, right? So that's great. So, you know, they don't realize that red's got a base down there, and he's got a ton of units. So, and yellow's just chilling. All right, guys, like, keep that in mind. Like, yellow's just chilling, right? I'm trying to do the next nuke, and I'm like scanning all over the map, because if you look at the map, like, there's just units everywhere. So I'm kind of like, okay, I don't know where to nuke, because there's just so many units, so much action going on, so much visibility right now. So I'm like, okay, like, where's going to be my next nuke? I've got like 5 nukes, and I'm trying to figure out, right? So I see that you know, there's a lot of units on the map, and yellow's not doing anything because I told him to just chill for a little bit. So I said, okay, time to go and just ease the unit count on the map, because there's a lot going on right now. So good thing he dropped units there, and so he's gonna help us kind of ease the pressure a little bit. So so he's gonna send those hydras in there, and just try to even out the math for us a little bit here. And so it looks like 11 o'clock is happy. He kind of took out yellow, and he's gonna try to set up 9 o'clock here as well too. So and yellow's just gonna do some pressuring and hopefully take with some more units and kind of push up a little bit here. And orange, again, he's also kind of in reserve mode. He's not trying to do any advances. We're pretty much on defense mode, specifically for me, guys, so that I can do these nukes for you guys. So and so we're trying to set up the next nuke, and I'm trying to figure out, okay, like, where's going to be the next spot, right? So I scanned blue, I scanned 12, and I'm looking at his base, and I see that there's 1 turret only right there. And in between here, we just have to force all these units out, and I can actually run up and hopefully set up a nuke up there. So I'm trying to do that. So all right, so looks like I tried to nuke the units that were here, but then orange beat me to it. He actually he actually did a recall there and just killed all those units. So I just canceled the nuke. Otherwise, that would have been funny as well too. So yeah, so all right, so it looks like orange is trying to do some harasses right now. So it looks like he's putting some pressure. 11 o'clock is also trying to do some pushes as well too. So there's a lot going on the map right now, and like, I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, like, what do we do? What's the focus? What's the priority and whatnot? And it looks like I can't nuke red just yet because there's still so much going on here, and it's kind of not fun nuking red right now because he's got a lot going on. We nuked him enough already, so let's try to nuke some of these other guys like Obedience. I know he's smurfing as well too. I think he's somebody I know, so I wanna prove to him that, like, no matter what defense he thinks he has, he's still gonna get nuked. So it's gonna be super funny, guys. And because he's got BCs, he's probably thinking, like, okay, like, you know, we're ahead of the game. We got advanced text right now as well too, so we're safe. So I'm glad that he thinks that. So guys, I scanned 12 o'clock. Let me pause this for a second here, guys. So as I mentioned, I scanned 12 o'clock and I wanted to nuke 12, and I see that there's only 1 turret here. Then I scanned their choke and I see that there's only one vessel, right? So I'm like, okay, there's my window. So I got 24 arrays. I'm gonna run them up, and I'm gonna kind of put my dropship in between here. And that's kind of like camouflage the dropship and kind of protect it as well too, because there's so much going on. They don't realize that there's a dropship with 5 ghosts. So this is kind of like it's almost like a commando mission that we have going on here right now, guys. It's super hard to set this up, so check this out. So I'm gonna run them up, and I'm gonna take out that vessel right there. right? And then I'm gonna keep going. And if you look at it, I put the dropship right in the middle. Right in the middle. And they see the dropship. They see it, so they're like, shit. They're trying to target it. So I drop it right away. Immediately, right away, I drop 2 nukes onto the command center. And then I drop 1 nuke over here and then 1 more nuke over here. And I'm using the race. I'm using them all to like make a distraction right now, making them fight the race. And while they're doing that, it's buying so much time. And they're scanning, and they see the ghost. But it's too late. It's too late because the nukes rain down and Blue's like, shit, my entire base got nuked. Like, how did this happen? How? There's so much defense. Oh my god, it's so hilarious. It was so satisfying. This is probably one of the most satisfying nukes that I was able to do because it was so hard to get set up, guys, because they were so confident that they were able to defend against my nukes, but still, yet we were able to penetrate their defenses, run in, buy enough time, set up the nuke, make a distraction, and get the nuke down, especially on the Terran here, and kill all of his SCVs. That was so satisfying, guys. So I hope you guys are enjoying this one. So yeah, at this point, he's kind of like, shit, I'm so mad. He's probably so pissed off. He's so pissed off. So he's trying to figure out, like, what can I do to get a revenge attack on green here? Oh man, that was so awesome. I love that one. That was probably one of my favorite nukes ever, guys. I mean, I've had tons of nukes. I do nukes all the time. I probably do it like on the daily, but that was probably one of my favorites. So all right, guys, so let's keep the nukes going, because I think 11 o'clock didn't have a chance to get nuked enough by me yet. I mean, we did nuke his natural, so he's, you know, he's probably anxious a little bit as well too, but let's keep it going, guys. Let's keep nuking these guys. So I see that I have tanks at middle, so I'm just gonna keep pushing the tanks up now and just kind of keep creating pressure for these guys. Keep it coming, because these guys are so nervous right now. Like, there's nukes, they're worrying about nukes, like they're worrying about defense, they're worrying about trying to make attacks, and now we're making more pressure for them. We're upping up the pressure on the harasses, guys. So yeah, these guys have probably never witnessed a game that's so nerve-wracking for them. And I just love it. I love giving them this experience, this reaction, guys. So I see that there's BCs, so I'm like, okay, I'll take those out because, you know, they're pretty weak. So I dropped 2 ghosts. I tried to run 2 ghosts in there, but looks like they weren't able to take out that cannon. I thought it was going to be taken out. So okay, so I saw that being taken out, so I'm going to go and keep nuking that natural at red. I want to piss them off a little bit. Oh man. And then you look back at blue. Blue's like, he said back to like medieval times, guys. I mean, he was so rich, he had so much going on, so he's probably shocked a little bit right now as well too. We have like ghosts just chilling. Ghosts are just sitting around, they're chilling everywhere. Like, there's just so much going on in this game, it's crazy. And this ghost has only got like 15 energy left, and I'm like, fuck it, that's enough time. I'll go kill these goons right now, the ones that are right beside it, and it's only got like what, 9, 8, 7 seconds left of the energy here. So this is how intense it is. This is how much we're just gonna use and nuke people during this game. Oh man, like, these guys probably hate nukes. They're probably gonna hate playing against Terran players after this, guys. So what a great experience I'm giving to these guys. And you know what, at the very least, they're probably learning something as well too. So yeah, guys, I mean, guys, I didn't do anything in this game except for using nukes. I hope you guys realize that. Like, this is what we want to do during these games, and that's what I want to kind of create for this channel is, how can we do something, how can we win a game and advance and get successful attacks, not in traditional forms or standard ways, but using troll plays to actually win the games or force people to leave by bankrupting them as well too. Like, it's just so funny to get these sort of reactions, guys. So alright, guys, so it looks like the game's about to end because these guys are like, enough of this, no more getting nuked. Like, I'm tired of this, I'm tired of the anxiety, I'm tired of the stress. This game is supposed to be fun, but this game was probably one of the most stressful games that they played, so they're like, fuck it, no more. Oh man, so funny. So I snuck a ghost in there, and I was hoping I can get another nuke down on blue here. So I actually nuked him at his mineral, and so he's so busy with what's going on right now, he doesn't see it. He doesn't see it, and he's gonna leave because he's like, I think he saw the nuke. He saw the nuke, so he's like, fuck it, I don't want to witness this nuke nuking me, so I'm just gonna leave. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. This game was pretty intense, pretty challenging too, on a scale of 0 to 10 in terms of nuking people. I hope you guys got to witness kind of a rare opportunity to be able to kind of set that up against Terran players and then nuke them. So that was super fun for me. I hope you guys got to witness that. I actually, my heart rate was pumping this game because I was like, man, I want to set up these awesome nukes. So hopefully you guys got to enjoy that. Hopefully you guys got to enjoy some of the commentary as well too. I actually enjoyed it, and I hope you kind of felt that during the game. And whatnot. So, and as well, hopefully you guys learned something as well too. And guys, if you have ideas, you know, just input into kind of what happened here, or just kind of, you know, your take on what happened during this game, feel free to drop a comment here, guys. I love your reactions as well too. So guys, if you haven't subscribed already, please do. It helps me a ton. I love the support, and I love you guys are giving as well too, and whatnot. So guys, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.